Well, hello and welcome to a return to the nice and relaxing show, a pilot edition today with Giuliani Buzz and Nick C here, and you're hearing the voice of me live here. We haven't programmed it today. We are just basically testing it all out for that purpose here. And of course, we have got our laptops fitted together and our cameras fitted together. And of course, Julian's going to play some background music to get you all warmed up before we hit the cameras here. We've got two cameras here using our OBS studio. And if you're watching on replay, we always appreciate it. Free requests are, of course, allowed at any time. And if you just want to have a listen, whatever you'd like to do, come and have a listen and come and say hello in the chat. Of course, that is free to do. Hit the thumbs up as well, and we appreciate always new subscribers, new people to the agenda. And of course, yes, we are just a nice and relaxing show with Giuliani Buzz and Nick C. Hit the music, please, Julian. Or Giuliani. Hello, Julian. It's over to you to introduce to everyone what you're about and what kind of music you are playing today. There, please. Camera number one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 hymns in all in part 1 and part 2 and 3 voluntaries. Now the hymns are sort of general as it is, or Pentecost kind of thing. It's from the nice and relaxing show tonight. So the first piece is Andante Trilligo from Sonata number 3 in A by Philip Mendelssohn. Is 1809 to 1847, if I'm thinking of that. So this is a kind of short piece. So you notice it when it comes to a climax. So Andante Trilligo. that was Andante Tringo from Sonata by Felix Mendelssohn.
So what's the next piece you're going to do then?
Well, the next one over here, it is God of Grace and God of Glory, Henry Smart, 1813 to 1879. Henry Smart, one of the smart people. I hope we haven't had any smarts on the chat tonight, but we don't. We might have a smart organ.
Very, very funny indeed.
Get some stopped on that. Good evening, everybody. Well, afternoon, wherever you are watching here. I'm getting too confused with the
Cameras here, because it's all new to you, isn't it, Julian?
Yes, absolutely. The next hymn will be in just a moment at the page that I'm turning on. Now, this one is a hymn. This is in part one. If you just joined us, it's nice and relaxing music.
National?
National.
You're thinking of a multinational company like McDonald's recently
Absolutely.
in Haverhill.
This one is called Be Thou My Guardian and My Guide. Melody is Ida Smith, 1734 to 1805. 4 small versions of this hymn. be thou my guardian and my guide, rather. That's a nice little four small verses of that hymn. Now the next hymn is we'll go around here to 300 and something around here. With me. I'll get the next hymn going.
Yeah, you are watching and listening the pilot edition. We are just trying all cameras out here and doing some behind the scenes stuff at the same time. So, yeah, so far it's quite a good little mix of cameras here. We've only got two cameras from one to the other, like this one and that one. And I'm trying to sort of behind the scenes myself time it all together. And so far it's working sort of okay-ish. I'll have to put more cameras in soon when I get another extension lead, for the USB extension lead. That's a bit of technical stuff behind the scenes here. So it's, back to the nice and relaxing show with Giuliani Buzz Buzz.
Hey, good evening everybody and afternoon everybody wherever you're watching. Now, this hymn is about five or six verses. So this one, it's a very short version anyway. It's called "O Worship the King." The melody is based from William Croft, 1678 to 1727. It's a supplement from the new version of 1708. It's called "I Worship the King." This is what I studied when I was at school. This hymn for my music GCSE. worship the King. Now, the last one on the part one, hymn rather, is "And in Those Feet in Ancient Times." It's Jerusalem. It's by Charles Hubert Parry, 1848 to 1918. Definitely over 100 years or so. So, that's definitely "And in Those Feet in Ancient Times." Before I play the organ voluntary at the end of part one. Part one, rather. So, if you just joined us, it's a nice and relaxing
Hello to everyone.
music.
It's nice and relaxing with Giuliani Buzz and Nick C doing some talking here at the same time.
So, after that, I play the next hymn. After that, I will talk about the events part of organ.
Yeah, as far as we are aware. Huh?
Yes, okay. "And in Those Feet in Ancient Times."
Not bad at all. Very climaxy sort of piece, that, I have to say.
That was "And in Those Feet in Ancient Time."
Okay, yeah,
so,
you've got it planned today, have you?
Absolutely. We've got the voluntary in just a moment while we do collected the next hymn will be in part two in just a second. While we're talking about the music, we'll go to there. Part two will be just a moment before we play the organ voluntary at the end of part one. Yesterday, because I've joined a membership, Cambridge Organist Association, which need members, which is, I've not joined yesterday. It was a went yesterday, but unfortunately, you have to join into the membership each year.
And how much does it cost you?
It cost about £15 for adults, under 60s £10, student under, it's around about £10 a year. We go to AGM meetings, they were online at Cambridge Organisation on Google. If you type that in, you'll know.
On Google, you mean?
Google, yeah, Google Chrome, whatever you call it. I've been a member since 2016 or 15 or something around that time for 6 or 7 years ago. Go to events 6 times a year, all being well. You get transport with it as well. You go to AGM meetings. Sometimes they're different places each time. If you can get to the place, sometimes you have to put the place in where you get to play on some organs, and you get some talks on the organs. You get some um, lunch meetings. What do you call it? If you get time to yesterday we went to Godmanchester, which is near Cambridgeshire, uh, and Huntingdonshire.
Tell us about the pub that you visited as well as the church.
Well, yeah, it's we had a pub lunch after we went to Godmanchester.
And you didn't know it was a hotel?
I didn't know it was a hotel, but it was just a normal pub to me. It was called Black Ball, if I remember it. Reasonable for drinks, half and half for food. So there was a hotel there, but no breakfast, unfortunately. But it's near Huntingdonshire. It's not far. You can get buses.
Funny you should say that, Julian. Sorry to interrupt. It looks like it does have breakfast on the site, but it says it doesn't have breakfast, so you have to find out.
You have to find out on the day, really.
We're not sure, to be fair.
No, yep, that's
probably don't, but of course, yeah, most places don't. You know,
there was a bus that goes through it, which is the X3, which is a Whippet bus. You get it from the Drummer Street. It goes through to Godmanchester and when it's running, it's fine.
I think I know that route, so yeah.
It's walking distance from the church, from the parish church, which is St Mary's the Virgin, Godmanchester. Do have a visit there. It is open. You don't have to go for the services. You can have a look inside.
Tell us more about the church, Julian.
Well, you go in and you look inside, and there is a an organ.
It's open all day, is it?
Yeah, but most all day.
You can play the organ on request if you know the person.
If you know, if there's about 2 or 3 organisms there at the moment. One was away and one was standing in, and one learning organ player.
Okay.
So it's a 2-manual organ. It's a Bryson organ. It was done by Norman Hall in Cambridge years ago. Now I think it was someone called Collins was the builder that put the extra bits in it. It was a bit out of tune, but because of the weather, it sometimes puts it out of tune. But if you tune it now, it will go out in the winter, sort of thing. So bearing that in mind, it gets about tuned twice a year or so normally, if they can afford it. So that was that, and then we did lunch in the pub, and then after that we went to this Ancony. It's not very far from London. It's about a couple of miles from London, right round the next church. That's only a one manual. It's only one manual with pedal, so that's more different. And that was association as well. We had teas. You get teas after the association. When we do, everyone has a go on it. It was a few people who had a go on the organ. One manual with pipes, originally done by Hall and Sons of Cambridge in 1985. It's probably Johnson's now, I presume, from Snetton. I'm not sure. That was the last builder who did it. For you to tune that one, you'd have to take the pipes out and put back in. That's the hard part. Enough of organ associations. That is the idea of it. We need a few members because we're missing new members now and then. So it's you have to be a little bit reliable. You get emails, you get meetings and things that kind of thing. So we need this association to keep going. Really, it's only you get it's a funding thing. So have a look on Google Chrome, Cambridge Organist Association. It's not just that. There's one in Norfolk, Suffolk. It depends what prices you are in and which area you are in. And it's part of touring us as well. And you go to touring us places where we haven't been. So that is the situation at the CIA. So if you want to join them, you would have to speak to someone called David Greeley, which is the membership, and Charles Hall is the president and the treasurer. So that is who you need to speak to for that. So anyway, I'm going to finish up on the part 1 of the voluntary in D by John Stanley. If I turn the page over, I'll tell you 1712 to 1786. Definitely mine was gone. So definitely don't even strike me. You can, we're not playing 10 pin bowling, whatever. So so voluntary in D. This is the part of the Stanley's voluntaries. Okay, it would be a bit more fruity and a bit more shallowy at the end. So okay, so voluntary in D. That was voluntary indeed, John Stanley. Now, before we go to the hymn on the part 2 coming shortly, just give you a few sounds on here. Is the flute, and a full flute, a 2 feet, 16 foot brass, the 2 brasses together. And over it says 16 foot and flute netted. 8 foot string. 4 foot string. And 4. Now the hymn on part 2 now, not on relaxing music, and fight the good fight. That one was Fight the Good Fight by melody attributed to John Hatton in 1783. So we go to down this end of the hymn book, and we go to Bless the Assurance of Jesus is Mine, the female composer of all. I've never had a female composer at all. We probably have in the past. This one's called Phoebe Knapp, 1838, I think it is, to 1908. Over 100 years old, this one. Only 3 verses and a little chorus. Blessed assurance is mine. So, here we go. Bless the assurance, Jesus is mine. If you just joined us, it's Nice and relaxing music here by Julia Buzzing. So the next hymn, we have two more hymns left now. We go to up the page on this hymn book. We go to find 16 or something like that. Let's have a look. There we go. While we go through the hymn book, the hymn book, her book, whatever you call it. Okay, we're there. Now this one is lots of things happening elsewhere. It's called Through All the Changes Scenes of Life. That seems to happen a lot these days, and people get confused what is going on. So, through all the changes of scenes of life, trouble into joy. For the change of scenes of life. Now we go to the another hymn, is the final hymn of today. Before we go to the voluntary, you don't knock this one out because it's definitely out of copyright here. The other one, the other one is by George Smart, 1776 to 1867. Another Smart there. So this one is Guide Me Thou a Great Redeemer. John Hughes wrote it now in I think in 1873 to 1932. By the way, it's definitely over 100 years old. So don't knock this one out. Definitely out of copyright issues there. Definitely has to be over 70 or more. Think about it in darts. You can't keep booting everything out. It's got to be at least 70 or more years out of copyright for people that don't know. Okay. Guy without a great redeemer.
Bit of ad lib there, I noticed.
Absolutely.
That gave it a bit of a climax there.
That brings a close to the hymns. Now we have the voluntary here. Now this one is called Air and the Gavotte by Sonny Wesley, 1766 to 1837, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely out of over 100 years.
And we'll have a chat, hopefully, at the end. A very, very quick chat and an update with Nick C. And hopefully we can all join in the chat as well. We'll see how it goes. Even if you're watching on replay, we always appreciate. And don't forget, of course, there's one thing to mention, Gillian, about your organ fundraiser. So you're raising at least 4,500, I believe, and for a fantastic full-size keyboard and full pedal board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do tell us more.
Yes, well, it'd be probably a Vince count, which is similar sort of style to the back, but unfortunately the speakers hasn't. We've been working for a while. We got everything going apart from that, for the note. So we're looking into another fundraiser organ at the moment as it stands. So bear in mind, if you want to donate a little bit or something towards it, that'd be fine. It's not going to our pocket; it's going to the organ pocket fund. I believe it's is it merchandise or is it?
Yeah, it's merchandise. You mean?
Yeah.
For the eBay for touring with us, you know.
Yeah,
that will obviously, if it gets split up towards it, if you purchase one of our items out of our shop. If you purchase one of our items out of the shop, we'll explain that off here.
Okay.
Off the show, in a very much short space of time. Okay, we must get on with this final voluntary.
And before we, there's an announcement of a comedy person which his birthday today is
Happy birthday to
Lee Mack
Lee Mack,
from
who
Not
is
Going
now
Out and
56.
Stand Up. 56 today, August the 4th, not April.
Who is
August
a Blackburn Rovers fan.
Yeah, married with 3 children. So
happy birthday, Lee Mack.
Lee Mack in the
one of my all-time favourite comedians.
Yeah, stand-up comedians. He has done it in the past. We're doing that, and he's been on the sketch shows. That's how he started off.
He's getting on a bit now, but of course he's been in one of the Legends games as well, playing for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
For the charity matches.
Okay.
And scored a penalty for them as well in recent years.
If you haven't heard of Lee Mack, he's on Not Going Out in the iPlayers as well, or on Dave TV, or anything like that, or something like that.
Absolutely.
So he is about. Okay.
Final voluntary.
Final voluntary tonight.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
And look at Vot. When he finishes the air, I'll turn to the next page and go to look at Vot.
Brilliant stuff. So There we go. Are we going to play a bonus one before we pack up today? You know, a made-up one that we usually get to play with some beats along the way.
We will do. Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's just part of the Nice and Relaxing show. We do a bit of mixture here. We're not just hymns.
Okay.
Ad lib here.
We will do made-up.
It's a Nice and Relaxing show with, of course, Giuliani Buzzbars and Nick C. As per usual, we return for a full effect of the pilot, as we hope to return to normal schedule. We don't know what time it's going to be yet, but we were earlier than usual. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Okay. Are we ready? And go. Perfect. Very, very good. Are we going to play one more with some beats?
Well, I'll try.
As a bonus. But what was the name of that one? Because we like to keep people guessing here.
Voluntary in E flat by Julian Clouds.
Okay, look into camera number one over there.
Julian Clouds, Voluntary in E flat.
Well, you could look into that one as well. That one, you can look into that one. Say what it was again, please. Into that camera there.
That was Voluntary in E flat by Julian Clouds.
Okay, brilliant. Alright, okay, this one with beats here, and he's not going to name it until the end of the piece, so of course, to keep you in suspense.
Bit fast.
That's a bit fast. I've got to get the tempo.
get away.
Coughing Mad on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was called the Coughing Song. And you were tangoed on that one. Because there's like a tango beat to that one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was quite nice actually, to be fair, wasn't it?
I had my throat in my throat there. So
I think you had a throat problem there.
Absolutely.
Bring it back to me here.
That was voluntary in C.
Okay.
A march voluntary in C. As you
Okay,
that.
great.
So that brings us to close to the nice relaxing show. We don't know when we'll be on yet, so keep a look.
You're that one. You're on that one.
Keep a lookout.
Okay.
For any nice relaxing back again.
Okay.
So
I'm
okay.
gonna have a little bit of a chat now.
So that it was a nice national nice and relaxing music today, but better than usual. Okay, thanks for watching. If you are watching, so
we've got someone tuned in right now.
It's a little bit late.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit of a two camera based thing. We're using a very, very good software. It's well worth using. I thought I heard something there. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I would like to say I've got to shout here because I'm using the microphone from the webcam on the other side where Julian is. So, hello, Julian. Wave to that camera, please.
Which camera?
That one over there. That's
hello,
camera number one.
Julian buzzing. If you just missed it, it was nice relaxing music.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's near the microphone compared to me. So, yeah, hello here. It's a little bit more daunting here. And I want to say hello to Lorraine, who has been tuned in for the first time to watch us here live. She's under Lorraine Stone, but it is Lorraine normal because she's married. But she says it's lovely.
What was
so me. Would you get so many followers on TikTok if you went on there? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know how to make it kind of like really, really large. And we can't do a live on there because you have to have a certain amount of people on there. In other words, you have to have a certain following on there to get it. You have to meet their criteria. Whereas YouTube, you can go live anytime. Well, if you've got over 50 subscribers, which is what we've got over 700. It is growing in small proportions. But hopefully we will get to 1K on here to start with. If we can get to 1K here, which will be amazing, if we can get that achievement, that would be the first goal. And we've got to get that watch time as well, which is very incredibly difficult to do. I don't know how others do it, but of course they seem to do it a lot better than we do. But of course we are trying here to try and be as professional as possible. I hope that everyone enjoyed the Nice and Relaxing show. We are, as Julian said earlier on in the programme, he said about a fundraiser for the organ. So if you're interested in fundraising, in other words, of course, donating any small penny that you have, we would very much appreciate it. Obviously you don't have to, but of course we'd appreciate every penny that you give to us, of course, through GoFundMe, which is linked on the community section on the YouTube. So if you want to donate any penny you can, of course, the target to raise is 4,500. It's a lot. But, yeah, we have to sort of, support each other on that one. It's a community project for him to actually play better pieces and get more professional out of it, that kind of way. Obviously it's not going to be 100% professional because no one ever is. It's just pure luck if you ever get to that sort of level.
It's cheaper.
That's the level that he's going to do, and he wants to play bigger pieces on bigger keys and pedals.
Can I add to that?
Yes, you can, Julian.
I'm well to your point to that.
Flick over to you.
It's cheaper than if you were doing a pipe organ. That would be even more expensive. That would be over $250,000 to raise to have a big massive pipe organ compared to having an electric one. It's a little bit cheaper.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's nice to flick over one camera to the other. We could actually easily do a split camera here. But of course, I just want to keep things very much simple, or we want to keep things very simple. So this is a pilot edition here. We hope to return to a normal time, which is about 7 o'clock. I know everyone's not able to do that, but 6 o'clock seems a reasonable time on a Sunday if we're able to do it, depending on if we're watching any football or anything like that. But, you know, it depends on that.
Or someone in the next room.
I prefer not to have football for a year, but, you know, it's been quite nice without it, actually, to be fair. But some people do like football, obviously. There are a few supporters of teams. But what else is the comment here? Thank you very much, Lorraine, for commenting. So that is good, yeah. But like I say, we find it a struggle to get on TikTok because I've got the studio. That's not the problem about that. It's just been approved. And I don't think TikTok will let us do it for some reason. We haven't got the figuring, which is a little bit unfortunate. Right, get. What's GET mean? Get on. Yeah, it'd be nice to. That's why we're only doing videos. We're allowed to do 10 minutes worth. Perhaps we could do a 10-minute video on TikTok at some point. But other than that, we can't do the live version yet. Because it has to be approved. It asks me to, because you've got to have a YouTube account. And I don't know how Lorraine did it, but of course it's asking me for my YouTube figures. And of course how much figure you have on a daily basis or something on that, whether it's 50 plus, 500 plus, such, but I don't think we've been approved. We've tried so many times to get on there and it just doesn't want to know us for some reason. So it is a bit of a shame, but of course it'd be lovely to get on there and get your huge support. But if you do want to support us in any way, we do appreciate that. Spread the word. We've got some new subscribers that we met yesterday. Ollie and Kelsey, I think it's pronounced.
Spread the word. Spread the word.
That I met on the bus or something like that, and they subscribe to us, which we do appreciate. We got somebody that watches us from time to time, Linda and Martin from Welland Garden City. So we met them in Great Yarmouth at the Troll Cup, which was good, and yeah, it's been fantastic. So if you have any questions on where we should go, and of course what time would suit you for Q&A, actually, because we haven't done a Q&A for a while, but yeah, I don't know if my partner Nicole, well, I say off and on we're kind of here, I would say it's very difficult. I don't really want to talk too much about my personal life, but of course, yeah, it's here and there, partner, but of course mainly a moderator of Touring With Us. So yeah, we do have a standalone channel of Nice and Relaxing, so we might sort of demo some pilot stuff on there as well and try and mess things around a bit and sort of work with different sounds and all that kind of thing, and do what works best. And we need to get a direct signal somehow into the laptop so we can go directly into the organ somehow. And then, of course, you won't get too much kerfuffle. You just get the organ sound. So, any more questions, of course, before we go? Feel free to ask us absolutely anything here. Use this as a Q&A if you want. But, of course, yes, just a few notices towards the end here. Firstly, I want to thank Julian for playing today. Of course, we've been privileged to be able to do it. Of course, you know, we've got people in the studios or, of course, staying in the studios next to us in the next room, our music room. And, of course, it's nice to be able to do it very comfortably without any problems whatsoever. We are looking for new moderators, and hopefully the one that, of course, has just subscribed to us is lively enough to be able to be one of our moderators, because we do need them when others are not able to do it. although we have to moderate the channel ourselves sometimes. We haven't done a live little walk. Perhaps we should do one day, and to get people interested just for an hour or so, like it was in shutdown mode. But of course, yeah, we've been very busy on other sort of things. I stayed the night at the Travelodge last night with what you call a partner, Nicole. She wants me to call her by her first name rather than just calling the word darling. What do you think about that? For those couples out there that, of course, are in relationships, do you like to be called darling or by the first name? Do let us know. Be very interesting on that to get to other people's opinions on that. Because this is what this station is all about. This channel is all about. We're not political or anything like that. We are just a standalone channel, of course, independent from the off-communists that regulate a lot of things. That basically means Ofcom, which I don't agree with them at all whatsoever, because they can shut you down any time, which is not very good, because you can say something you didn't mean to say and they can shut you down and take you off air. Great, isn't it? Not very nice indeed.
TV is not definite.
TV is not definite in terms of Ofcom anyway, because they can shut you down at any time, any point. But where we are just independent, and we do speak about some local issues, but we try to report from specific areas. Like, for example, the new McDonald's. Has anyone tried that out? There's been a lot of viral stuff about that. Both sides of the coins, both opinions about it. Some people don't like it. If you don't like it, don't comment about it. It's as simple as that. Same with comedy. If you don't like it, don't comment about it, you know. But
Don't
like Jim Davison, we saw recently, and I got the privilege to be able to meet him. And he said to Nicole, why can't you take a picture? As if, you know, hurry up and get on with it, that kind of thing, you know. It's crazy. But yeah, you have to catch Jim Davison in the right sort of time. And I happened to do that. And thankfully, Nicole did actually take a photograph of me. I was quite sort of delighted with that. That was the best moment of my entire life. And he's a nice guy. I don't care what people think about Jim Davison, but sorry, I've got to say he's one of the best guys that you ever could see. He never hardly swears in front of you, but he does it on the TV. He uses it for the Ustream channel, but of course he's aging himself. But happy birthday to Lee Mack. He is 56 today. Blackburn Rovers fan, of course, and he'll do brilliantly. And he probably will be packed if it was at the Britannia Theatre in Great Yarmouth. I think everybody would love him. But yeah, Tim Vine as well. You know, Sean Locke would have been good, but unfortunately he's no longer with us. Not sure about Jimmy Carr. Okay-ish. Sarah Milligan had not yet seen it. I'm sure she's watchable. I don't really understand some. I'm not feminist or anything like that. I'm not against women at all. But of course, some female jokes I don't really get. You know, it's a bit more personal. But anyway, I prefer guy jokes rather than female jokes. Sometimes, you know, it depends on who they are. You know, some women are funnier than men sometimes. I've got to say that. But you know, for example, Lorraine Stone's quite entertaining as well. Lorraine Norman, as they call it these days. But you just come up as Lorraine Stone. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on and be brave enough to come on. Yeah, it'd be great if you did a live one day and I came on and spoke about touring with us at some point. So if you're able to do a live and we can arrange that, that'd be absolutely fabulous for that. I was actually hoping to get a live tonight with Nicole in her bedroom, which is in her room of the Travelodge, which I stayed the night yesterday. By the way, of course, I'm not very familiar with, of course, I am familiar with it, obviously, but of course it's, I think it's 7 till 10 o'clock, or maybe 8 till 11, I don't know what it is. I think it might be 6 till 10. Havel Travelodge, this is for breakfast, and it's unlimited. It's $9.99. I think it's gone up £1. I think I'm sure it was $8.99 once before. But yeah, there's a lot of things that gone up. Even Premier Inn's gone up these days.
Cable's gone up a lot of things.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah, the Travelodge breakfast is okay. If you have too much of it, it can make you really puke out, and it's horrible, and it's not very nice indeed. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame about that, to be fair. But yeah, it's nice when it's nice that they do scrambled egg instead of normal eggs. I prefer the actual eggs, and even that is filling at Premier Inn. But yeah, last time I got filled up was in Premier Inn. It can fill you up to a point. But yeah, um, yeah, I prefer the eggs, as in the runny eggs rather than the scrambled eggs. Sometimes I like scrambled eggs, depends on how they're cooked, that kind of thing. So, yeah, maybe you can teach me a better way than I've tasted. I don't know. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, for goodness sake. But, yeah, I think probably Gordon Ramsay to some people is a bit sort of, crude to some people. But other people like him, so I can't really argue with that. But, yeah, I'm sure Nicole's having a lovely time out there. At her own room. She got a different room to what she had the other night. I don't know if she's going to have breakfast in the morning, but she's found her way and she is safe and sound over there. I can't say which room she's in for personal reasons, but yeah, I don't even know the number of her room. She hasn't told me that, but yeah. Anyway, she's normally on the chat talking to us or something like that. I hoped to have a together live with her. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so yeah. In the meantime, please do ask us where you'd like us to go. If there's any particular area that we can actually get to, there are certain small areas that we could probably try out. Godman's one I'd like to actually test out. It's a bit far for some people, but you can get a bus number X3. That's it, from Cambridge, which actually goes through to St Neots.
And Huntingdon.
I would have thought so, yeah, and they've sort of changed it a little bit. But I think there's going to be some changes on the stagecoach area. I have to find out what they are, especially Hayville to Cambridge. They're probably going to put some more X13s on, but that won't happen until about the 1st of September. There's a new update on that, so yeah, look forward to that. Thank you very much for all the thumbs up. Really, really mean a lot to us. So Loz, as in Lorraine, hopefully you'll be able to interview me on your TikTok live. That'll be a good start and a good promotion for us. I really do appreciate that, and a massive hello to Paul as well, Rusty as they call. Yeah, I feel a bit like that sometimes, rusty, when you're sort of shattered. I was actually shattered yesterday. I did a lot yesterday. I went back here and then came back out to Lidl's, that kind of thing. And it's all that waiting around, isn't it? But there are buses, by the way, just want to let everyone know, from outside the new McDonald's, which is on the outskirts of Hayville. It's on the borderline. It's just before the sign to Hayville. So it's partly in Essex, partly in Suffolk, I believe. So yeah, is it Hayville really? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But apparently, of course, one of the managers, I think his name's Neil, and he actually said that because we've been going there for a few days, and I was there all night for one particular occasion, and he thinks, oh, why do you come here every day? Well, obviously we've got money to do it, and of course we are half journaling the area, and of course we're encouraging people to get there. So I can't see a problem with that. Well, that's the manager for you. Yeah, not sure if he's being sarcastic or just being serious there. Not sure. But the other lady, I'm trying to think of her name now. She did say her name. Was it Judy or something like that? Anyway, she had blonde hair. I'll probably find out again. But she was polite and she said, "Oh, you're welcome to come anytime. Take no notice." So that sounds like a good old plan there. Absolutely. So if there's anything else you want to say before you go, I know we've gone on and start yakking about something else, but of course, yeah, we will head. Well, I'm due to head to Great Yarmouth again. Unfortunately, some hotels are with stairs only and not lifts. There's one in St George's Hotel, which actually has got the tiniest lift ever. Goodness me. But anyway, that's another thing altogether. It's over to you, Julian, if you want to say anything final for the last time. You don't have to look at this camera. You can look at that one over there.
Okay. As I
really.
recap from the anyone wants to join the Cambridge Orchestra Association and what I mentioned in the show, it's that membership. If you can play a piano or a keyboard or start learning that, or that'll be
Don't be
fine.
shy of that camera, Julian.
That'd be fine. If you're want to learn about keyboard organ, we go to
Paul
organ
Norman plays a guitar, but I mean,
no
I don't
guitar.
know if you can.
No, guitar's got nothing to do with
Is
organs.
it a bit hard for you to play?
I couldn't play guitar. No,
You couldn't?
No, my fingers get
It's
a bit.
notes, isn't it? I don't know how anyone can play it.
No, it's fingers.
Some people do though.
Everyone's playing some sort of instrument. So if you are a piano player, you have to, or a musical person. If you start with a piano or a keyboard first before you get on to the organ. That's my advice on that.
Okay.
So that's how you start learning to play the piano keyboard. Get some notes down on the fingers.
Tell us about your very quickly, Julian, because we're running out of time here because we want to finish now. Just to wrap this up, tell us about the fundraiser for the organ and how much is it worth?
Well, the fundraiser is to do with the commercial merchandise and bits as well, and it's fund for the new organ at the back, which is a Vince Council organ we're looking into. It's similar to the one at the back. Unfortunately, the speakers are not working, but everyone else is probably working on it. But apart from that, unfortunately, that's similar sort of design what we're looking for. But we're not upmarket one rather than this plain tonic keyboard organ, but it still does the same thing. When it's going, this one's been one of the oldest Technics U50 organ. There is Technics on F-Book if you want to look into that. Very similar model, but they're very difficult to fix really on old organs, unfortunately, which is a nuisance. We could do with an organ shop, a repair shop. That could help.
Yeah.
That would save a lot of time. But they've got to get all the parts. You see, it's like every part of a to do with pipes as well. Pipes and electrics are completely different situations. There are pipe organ firms that do tune the organs twice a year or so. They have to tune the notes and the pipes, depends what room they've got into the organ, and they do it twice a year, maybe for over £100 a time. And it's if the smaller the organ and it's quicker it's done. But the more bigger it is, it might take a little bit longer than suspected. So so for organ building, there's a lot of organ building going on. The oldest make is Willis. They make organs, and if you want to see a big, massive organ, Liverpool Cathedral is the biggest organ in the UK.
Kings as well.
Kings, that's Harrison from Durham.
That's usually seen on the TV at Christmas time.
Cambridge organs are what. I'm not sure about Manda. I'm not sure that their business went out. I'm not sure about that. I've heard rumours they have been out.
Right. Okay. I just want to talk about merchandise.
What is it? Still around is David Wells of Liverpool and Harrison. Probably small firms like Hall and Sons and Bishops. They're probably around. They're small firms of pipe organ building. They're completely different to electronic ones, but they should know about electronics really. But because it's part of the organ electronics pneumatic action.
Okay,
some organs are tracker, some are not. So tracker. This one's not a tracker organ because you would see the keyboards going up or down. Unfortunately, we've got no couplers on there. That's why we got an upmarket organ. We've got no couplers on this organ, so we can't combine the bottom to the top manual.
Right, Julian. Okay, I'm going to
Unfortunately,
stop you
so
there.
that is my my sound racing through my mind, and
Okay.
I will close on that till next time, and do put the notice out if you want to see the Nice and Relaxing again on the channel.
Keep spreading the word.
Keep
Subscribe
spreading
to
the
us.
word,
And
keep
subscribe
spreading the word. And have
to
a
Nice
listen.
and Relaxing channel as well.
Okay, until now, and I say my farewell, and I worked hard today because I had to prepare the music as well. It's not just easy, not as easy as that, but
We always welcome requests.
any request that we can play, it's got to at least be over 70 years old that we can play it. So so do join us in. If any questions about Nice and Relaxing music, or
don't hesitate to ask.
Don't be frightened to ask it. We're not going
Leave
to buy
us a comment, or touring us team.
We're not going to be into fishing, any fishing music. Or
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm going to leave that racing for your mind, and I will speak to you soon.
Okay. My many thanks to Julian.
Cheerio for now.
Exactly.
Stay safe. And cheerio.
Thank you very much, Julian. It's been always a pleasure to do this and prepare for this. I'm so glad that we've done it in the end. And thank you very much indeed. You can play in the background if you want, just to relax me.
Okay, just to finish off.
Yeah, just really quietly, that's fine. So, yeah, as Julian plays out here, and I just want to talk about the merchandise here. We've got postcards, which are very nice ones here, and if you want to go on to the community section of the channel and check that out, because we've got photographs of them. Key rings as well, some old, some new. Pens as well, which I found my original pen actually. I've got a couple of pens coming anyway. One that I hope to be able to sell to someone, and of course make sure that you purchase it through the eBay account. Very important to note that. And all proceeds will actually go towards the channel, and some of which will go on to the Nice and Relaxing show, because that's all part of the touring with us as well. We appreciate new subscribers. Sadly, we can't go live on TikTok at present, which is really upsetting for us. TikTok are being funny about it. God knows why. But we are here on this channel. We want to improve on this channel as well, to prove TikTok a point that we have got over 500 people watching. You know, even one person to us feels great. And so yeah, what else have we got? We've still got the mugs left. We soon are to have, unless of course you're watching in the future, we'll have the badges for your children out there. A Touring With Us badge would be great to put on there. And of course, if anybody wants a shirt as well, we'll also hopefully put that on as well. But as this has been a nice and relaxing show, I can talk over the top. The sound has been coming through a little bit of the behind the scenes for you. It's been coming through from the webcam. I hope that you're able to hear us loud and clear. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. And we appreciate everybody watching and listening at the same time. Hopefully the whole show has relaxed you from the very, very beginning. Till next time, do take care of yourselves, and most importantly each other. It is truly and deeply end of story for now. We are out of here for now. Until next time, TTFN.
Sure.
Peace out. You can carry on playing something. Julian will now leave you with the rest of this quiet, made-up piece. See you for next time.